Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make 3 different puppets using a paper bag. So we're going to be learning how to make a pig, a puppy dog, and then we're going to learn how to make the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. So we're going to start with the pig first. So for my pig, you're going to need a paper bag. So I just had a brown paper bag and then I painted it pink. So you could either paint it pink, you could use markers or crayons and color it pink, or you can use pink construction paper to cover it. But you're going to cover the side with the flap in pink. And the flap is going to be where the face goes. And then you're going to need to cut out 2 triangles from pink paper. And if you don't have pink paper, you could cut it out of white paper and then color it in pink. So I have my 2 triangles and I made them a little bit rounded at the top. You're going to need an oval, and then you're going to need a strip of paper, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to curl it so it has a nice curly tail like a pig would have. And then you're going to need a pencil and a pair of scissors. Now the pencil and the pair of scissors are to cut out all of the pieces, so I'm not going to be using them in this video, but you will need them so you can get your pieces ready to go to add to your pig. You're going to need a black marker, a glue stick. Now I'm going to be using googly eyes. Now you don't have to use googly eyes. You can draw on the eyes or you could use stickers that look like eyes, but I'm going to use googly eyes. So I have some liquid glue to attach my googly eyes. So if you're using googly eyes, I would use some liquid glue. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to attach on the ears, and I'm going to glue them using my glue stick right to the top of my bag, and my flap is at the top. And I'm going to glue them so that they're off the edge so that the ears are sticking up. So I'm just going to put some glue at the bottom and stick those both on so that I'll have one ear on either side. So now my pig has some ears. Next I'm going to take my googly eyes and I'm going to glue on my 2 eyes right underneath the ears, or you can draw them on or use stickers. So now I have my 2 eyes on, and I'm going to take my oval and you're going to put it underneath the eyes. Now you're going to want to make sure your oval's not too big. Mine was actually a little bit too big, so I trimmed it. And then you're going to glue that on right underneath the eyes. And you're going to want to make sure you leave a little bit of space right underneath so that we can add a smile. So I have my nose on my pig, and I'm going to use my black marker and I'm going to draw 2 small circles on the pink oval so that I can add the last details to the nose of the pig. So it'll look just like that. And then using my black marker, I'm going to give my pig a smile. So it'll look just like this. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that strip of pink paper, and I'm going to use my pencil and I'm going to curl my paper around the pencil. So I'm going to wrap it tightly around the pencil so that it's all wrapped tightly, and then I'm going to pull it off, and now I have a nice curly tail. And I'm going to be gluing that on one side to the back of my paper bag. So I'll just pick a side and I'm going to glue it to the back to be the tail of the pig. And then you have your little piggy puppet, and then you're going to let your puppet dry, and then you can slip your hand inside the paper bag and you can put on a puppet show with your pig. So the next paper bag puppet that we're going to make is going to be a puppy dog puppet. Now for this one there's a few more parts, so I have a template on our camp website that you can print. It'll be right underneath where you can find the video for our craft for the day, and you'll be able to print out that template so you have all the pieces that you can either trace on construction paper or you can color in with crayons or markers or colored pencil. You also can just go ahead and cut them out yourselves or ask an adult to help you or an older sibling, but if you need the pieces, we have them on our website. So for this you're going to need 2 large ears, and then you're going to need 2 halves of a skinny oval, and those are going to be the little paws. And then you need 2 halves of a circle to be the other paws, so the back paws. And then you're going to need a long strip of paper, because just like our piggy tail, we're going to be curling our puppy dog tail. And then I'm going to be using googly eyes again. Once again, you can draw them on yourself or you can use stickers. And then I have my glue for my googly eyes as well as a glue stick. This time you're going to need a red marker, and then I have my black marker, and then I have my scissors and pencil once again. So the first thing you'll do is you're going to cut out all of your pieces. So whether you're tracing them from the template or coloring them in, you're going to cut all of your pieces out so you're ready to go. So I already have my pieces cut out here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put on the ears of the dog. And so I'm going to be having the flap at the top, just like with the pig, because that's where the face is going to go. And you're going to glue on both of the ears so that they're up at the top, but that they're slightly angled out. So you're going to glue them on just like that. So now I have on the ears of my puppy dog, and now I'm going to glue on 2 googly eyes. So now I have on the eyes, and then using my black marker, I'm going to draw a circle for the nose. So now I have on the nose, and then I'm going to use my red marker, and I'm going to draw a U shape right at the bottom of the flap, slightly underneath the flap, and I'm going to color it in, and that's going to be the tongue of the dog. So there I have my puppy dog face, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take those skinny ovals and I'm going to glue them onto the paper bag so that the paws are on the paper bag. So I'm just going to glue them slightly underneath where the tongue is. I'm going to glue them, and that way I can add the first 2 paws to my puppy dog. So now I have the first 2 paws on my puppy dog, and then I'm going to take those half circles and I'm going to glue them so that the flat part is touching the bottom of the bag. And I'm going to glue them right underneath the paws that I've already glued on. So now I have all of the paws on, and then I'm going to take the strip of brown paper and I'm going to wrap it around my pencil just like I did for the pig to make my tail nice and curly, and then I'm going to glue it on the back of my bag. And so now I have my little puppy dog puppet, and I'm going to set this off to the side as well and let this one dry, and then I'll be able to have a puppet show with my pig and my puppy dog. And now let's make our very last puppet of today, our mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. So just like with our puppy dog, I have a template to go with our If You Give a Mouse a Cookie mouse. So you go print it off, and again, you can color the pieces or you can trace them onto construction paper. The only piece that is not on our template is the thin strip for the tail, but you'll be able to just cut that out of construction paper. So if you'd like, you can go ahead and print this off our website as well, or you can go ahead and you can draw the pieces yourself or ask an adult to help you, or an older sibling or a grandparent if you need help, and then that way you'll have all of the pieces for your mouse. So for this one, you're going to need, of course, his overalls, which are a blue rectangle with 2 little strips up at the top. And then you're going to need his 2 little arms with little fingers at the bottom. You'll need 2 brown ears, and then you're also going to need 2 smaller pink pieces for the ears that go inside of the brown part of the ear. And then you're going to need a circle, because of course he's got to be holding a cookie, so we have our circle for our cookie. And then I have my little pink triangle for the nose. And then, like I said, I cut out just a strip of brown paper for the tail for the mouse. And then I have my paper bag, of course. I have my pencil and my scissors. I'm going to need a black marker again for this one. And then I'm going to once again be using googly eyes. You can use stickers, you can draw them on, but since I'm using googly eyes, I have my liquid glue, and then I have my glue stick to glue on all of the pieces of my mouse. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the face ready of the mouse. So I'm going to start by gluing on the ears. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the pink pieces and I'm going to glue them inside of the brown. So I'm going to line up those bottom edges and I'm going to glue them so they're inside of the brown ear. So now I have my 2 ears, and then I'm going to take my paper bag, and once again, the flap is going to be where the face goes. And I'm going to glue these in the corner of the top of the bag. So I'm going to glue 1 in each corner. And so now I have the ears on my bag, and now I'm going to use my liquid glue, and I'm going to put 2 dots of glue, and I'm going to add my googly eyes, or you could draw on your eyes, or use stickers. So now I have on the eyes, and I'm going to take my pink triangle and I'm going to glue it right underneath the eyes so that it's upside down. So you're going to have the point facing down, and you're going to glue on the little nose. So there's the nose, and then I'm going to draw 3 lines coming out of either side of the triangle to be the whiskers, and then I'm going to draw a J and a backwards J right from the bottom of the nose to be the mouth. So it'll look just like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be gluing on my blue overalls, and so they're going to go slightly underneath the flap, and you know you're going to have them in the right spot when the bottom of the blue paper is lined up with the bottom of the paper bag, and so I'm going to glue that on. So now he has on his little overalls. And now I'm going to take my brown circle and I'm going to glue it right in the middle of the blue overalls, and then using my black marker, I'm going to draw little circles on there so that there's chocolate chips on the cookie. So now I have my chocolate chip cookie ready to go, and then I'm going to take the 2 arms and I'm going to be gluing them on either side so that their fingers are in the middle and they're holding the cookie. So you're going to glue them so that they're kind of at an angle and they're going to overlap with the cookie so it looks like the arms are holding the cookie. So now I have the arms on the puppet, and then I'm going to be trimming off just these edges. So if you look, the arms go slightly off the edge, so I'm just going to take my scissors and trim them so that they're not hanging off. So now it looks just like this, and then I'm going to take that strip of brown paper and I'm going to curl it around my pencil and glue it to the back of my paper bag, just like I did with the pig and the puppy to give my mouse a tail. So now I have my mouse puppet as well as my puppy puppet and my pig puppet. And so now you have 3 fun puppets that you can make. You can put on a puppet show. You can get your family or your siblings to come and just watch, or maybe you can have them join in, see if one of them wants to be one of your puppets. And so you can just have lots of fun with your different puppets. I hope you had fun making these with me today, and I hope you had fun learning all these fun crafts with me this summer at Anchored at Home, and I'll see you guys later this week for some more activities. Bye!